Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests in the room. Good evening. Let's get started with the business session for today's meeting. There's just the one announcement today from our VP Education Toastmaster, Pav.
A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. So next week, 19th of August, the following roles have been booked. Table topic master by Toastmaster Jyothi, speaker 1 will be Toastmaster Latha, and speaker 2 will be Toastmaster Akshay, and rest all other roles are open. I request the members to please contact me. Back to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pav. With that, we can conclude the business session. Over to the sergeant.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Recently, I had been on a trip with my friends to Yerkad, which is a hill station in Tamil Nadu. Now, as we drove up this hill, at one point we reached the highest point of this hill, and as I was looking out at the vast view before me, a thought came in my mind. Wow, I am so small in front of this huge world. And I mean, generally also I feel small when I stand next to like Saketh or Shiva or something. But this felt different. It's like when you ride a plane for the first time and you look out the window and it's flying. You can see everything out in front of you, so tiny, and you just feel so small compared to the huge world in front of you. Ephemerality. This is the concept of things existing only temporarily. And it's a perfect word that can be used to describe today's theme. This too shall pass. As I was looking at the view in front of me on that beautiful hill, and I felt so small. My problems felt even smaller, almost to a level of becoming insignificant, because eventually they would pass. The second I googled this theme, I saw perspectives only negative. My problems will pass. My hardships will pass. But if you think about it, the good things in our life also at some point will cease to exist. They also will pass. My college life will pass once I graduate. The time that I have with my friends and family will pass once I move abroad. And so, I think when we boil it down, this just means that we have to cherish everything that we have in our life, whether it be good or bad. And we have to try and learn something from everything, instead of sitting and complaining. This because everything in the end will pass. And even we will also pass at the end of the day. So what's the point in sitting and worrying about it? Right? So, as of now, my time behind the lectern also has passed, but someone else's time here will start now. So this person is an MCom graduate from Jain University and he is pursuing US CPA, an avid quizzer and enjoyer of crime and thriller novels as well as sports. You can say that he's a well-rounded person. But most importantly, he is my mentor. And as his mentee, I feel obligated to say that I wish this mentor-mentee dynamic will not cease to pass. But also as his mentee, I can genuinely say that I do not want it to pass. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, please join me in welcoming to the lectern, the President Toastmaster Shivaprasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya. That introduction really made me feel good. Thank you for that. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. This too shall pass is what I said to myself all night, last night, when it was pouring outside, hoping today's meeting happens properly, and it has, thankfully. So before we get started, it's our duty to address the guests in the gathering. To all the guests in the room, please just stand up from wherever you are, and within 20-30 seconds, tell us who you are, what you do, and how you've come to know about Toastmasters in general. Right? So let me start off with Madhusudan here.
Hello everyone, my name is Madhusudan. I used to work in management and partnerships, but right now I'm on a career break, and I got to know the club through Google, and I have the form here, so looking to be a member soon. Thank you.
guest who's about to be a member, just on the brink of it. The next guest that I see is Sir over there. Yes.
Good evening everyone, I'm Sachin and I'm currently pursuing my PGDM at St. Joseph. So, as to how I got to know about this is through online.
Moving on to our final guest, yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep Kumar. I am a mechanical engineer. I work in Chetan Energy, two-wheeler company. So I got to know Toastmasters about my friends actually, one of my friends.
We have two more guests in the room. Yes.
So my name is Daniel and I'm currently studying and also working at LIW.
Okay. And our former member, come guest, yes.
Yeah, so while he mentions I'm a former member, I am Jivita. I was a Toastmaster for almost 4 to 5 years. It has helped me shape my career. And I thought sometimes when you want to upskill, the best place to come back and meet your mentors is Toastmasters. So I thought let me start my Monday by rejoining. So that's why I'm here.
Welcome to all our guests, and I hope you truly enjoy our meeting this evening. With that, let us have the minutes of the previous 2 meetings from our Secretary Toastmaster Latha.
Good evening, one and all. Here are the minutes of meeting number 1275, which was held on 5th August 2024. The theme was the opportunity cost of our time. Word of the week, auxiliary. The business session started at 6:45 p.m. and was chaired by President Toastmaster Shivaprasad. In the business session, the following points were addressed. Vice President Education Toastmaster Pavni made these 2 announcements. Inform the club about the roles and slots which are booked and open for meeting number 1277. Interested members were requested to contact her for the same. Detailed information about the joint meeting with Uttishta Toastmasters Club, which was to be held on 10th August 2024. The regular meeting started at 6:46 p.m. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Saketh started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Shivaprasad. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Prashant NV. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Prashant spoke on the theme and introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Akshay, Accountant Toastmaster Sakshi, Grammarian Toastmaster Rachna, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Shubha. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Latha and had total 11 speakers. The general evaluation was conducted by Toastmaster Jyothi. The winners of the week were Best Table Topic Speakers, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa and Toastmaster Sindhushree. Best Road Taker TAPG, Toastmaster Sakshi. Best Road Taker MTG, Toastmaster Jyothi and Toastmaster Latha. The President closed the meeting at 8:07 p.m., which was followed by the National Anthem. This is the minutes of meeting for the joint meeting which we had on 10th of August. Here are the minutes of meeting number 1276, which was held on 10th of August 2024. Theme, Together We Shine. Word of the week, congregation. Phase of the day, in tandem. It was the joint meeting between Mekon Communication and Uttishta Toastmasters Club. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Sudanva from Uttishta Toastmasters Club started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya V, who was from Uttishta Toastmasters Club. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya spoke on the theme, introduced the General Evaluator DTM MU Bhatt. General Evaluator DTM MU Bhatt introduced the tag team and handed back the charge to Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya. The tag team, Timer Toastmaster Gajendra Gowda, our counter Toastmaster Mahesh CM from Uttishta Toastmasters Club, Grammarian Toastmaster Shubha. The prepared speech session had the following speakers: Toastmaster Jyothi Rao, Project Level 3 Project 2, and the evaluator was DTM Pramod from Uttishta Toastmasters Club. The second speaker for the day was Toastmaster Tanmay from Uttishta Toastmasters Club, Level 3 Project 2, and the evaluator Toastmaster Balaji. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Sanjana BM from Uttishta Toastmasters Club and had 10 speakers in total. After the networking break, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Saketh spoke on the theme and handed back the charge to Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya requested DTM Ramlal to address the gathering as he was the club mentor for both the clubs. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Soumya handed the charge to General Evaluator DTM M.U. Bhatt. After the general evaluation, President of Uttishta Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Asharani Devaya gave the closing remarks. The winners were announced by the presidents of both the clubs and DTM Ramlal awarded the certificates. The winners: Best Prepared Speaker, Toastmaster Tanmay from Uttishta Toastmasters Club, Best Evaluator, DTM Pramod from Uttishta Toastmasters Club, Best Table Topic Speaker, DTM Ramlal, Best Role Taker, TAPG, Toastmaster Subramanyam, Best Role MTG, Toastmaster Soumya, who was the Master of Ceremonies from Uttishta Toastmasters Club. The joint meeting ended at 8:40 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha, for reading out the minutes of both the meetings. Are there any changes proposed to the minutes of the previous meetings? If not, I shall consider them as accepted and open meeting number 1277. All human wisdom can probably be contained in two words: wait and hope. Wait and hope. Wrote Alexander Dumas, the famous 19th century French novelist, in his very popular novel, The Count of Monte Cristo. And once I had finished reading this book, this quote stuck with me so much that I wrote it down on a piece of paper and stuck it on my desk. But today, wait and hope reminds me of the particularly inspiring story of a very, very popular individual in our country. Well, there was this Malayalam music director back in the 60s. His name was R.K. Shekhar. This man had a few children. One of them was A.S. Dilip Kumar. Now, being from a musical family and being influenced by his father, Dilip Kumar learned to play the keyboard at the very young age of 4 and then went on to master it later on. And as Dilip Kumar continued to learn this and everything was going well, he'd accompany his father wherever he'd go, recordings, shows, studios. One fine day, when he was just 9 years old, his father passed away. Immediately the family plunged into a crisis, didn't know what to do. And they were forced to make a living by renting out the musical instruments that R.K. Shekhar had at home. And Dilip Kumar, at the young age of 9, 10, 11, decided to shoulder the responsibility of looking after his family. He anyway was a part-time keyboard player. He would go around helping other music directors. He became part of a small band called The Roots. He went on to assist certain music directors while making movies, etc. And due to this, he was still in school. He could not attend school properly. His friends would abuse him. And several times he had to change schools, 2 or 3 times. His principal had once said, don't send him to school at all. And recently, while he was speaking somewhere, this person that I'm referring to as Dilip Kumar admitted to feeling a very dark and a very sad existence when his father had passed away, feeling like a void was there in his life and having very suicidal thoughts. And it was his mother who talked him out of it at that time. But imagine Dilip Kumar hadn't faced this difficulty. We wouldn't have the man that he is today. This man then went on to assist further music directors and then went on to perform with international artists and went on to compose many ad jingles and many melodies for small advertisements on TV. And this is how he became slowly famous. And it was only in the year 1991-92 when the very famous director in South Indian cinema, Mani Ratnam, took notice of who he was. and asked him to become the music director for his movie, Roja. This man that I'm referring to as Dilip Kumar, none other than Allah Rakha Rahman or A.R. Rahman as we know him today. The rest is history, I don't need to tell you about it at all. But just imagine if A.R. Rahman hadn't waited when he had those suicidal thoughts at that young age, we wouldn't have him today. And speaking of hope, he could only hope of becoming what he is today back at that age. And if you'd asked any of his friends or family, he would have probably not. They would have said he can't even think of him being here today. But he is here today. My fellow Toastmasters, when there is a difficult situation in life, of course, wait and hope. If there is nothing in your hand at all, there is nothing that you can do, then you have to wait. And if there is something that you can do to improve your situation, then you do it to the best of your abilities and hope. And remember, the only change is constant. Where you are today, sitting in this room, or what degree you have or what job you have, doesn't have to define you in 5 or 10 years in the future. Today your life is comfortable, it's happy, great. This too shall pass. Today you are suffering, today you have a lot of problems, this too shall pass. And remember, all of human wisdom is probably contained in these 2 words: wait and hope, because this too shall pass. And speaking of this too shall pass, reminds me of a person who I have seen speaking 1,000,000 times here at the lectern. And the way she speaks, the things she tells us, has given me an impression that she's seen a few things in her life. She's been through quite a lot. And there must have been many situations in her life when she has had to say to herself, this too shall pass. But I'll tell you one thing for sure, when I heard her speech a couple of days ago at the joint meeting, I never said to myself, this too shall pass. She is currently working as an HR manager at Infocon. She's worked for an NGO called Youth for Seva in the past. She considers herself as a passionate reader and enjoys dramatics and storytelling. Please give it up for our Master of Ceremonies for today, Toastmaster Jyothi.
Thank you, President Shiva, for that wonderful and elevating introduction. At most difficult patches of our life, be it a relationship or a health crisis, be it a financial loss or a business target, for that matter, even the traffic jam of Bangalore roads, the one jingle, that one slogan helps us to go through is, this too shall pass. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
This too shall pass phrase it grew from a Persian fable of a powerful king. In the kingdom, whenever there was a disaster, be it a famine or a flood or any destruction in the kingdom, after taking all the required effort to make it better, and still the things were not as expected, the king would sit on his throne and think for some time. He would then look at his finger ring and say, this too shall pass. Indeed, things passed as his words. The neighboring kingdom came to know that the king has some magical, powerful thing which makes his kingdom better. So those people invaded and imprisoned this king and demanded him to surrender his magical power. The king once again looked at his finger ring and said, this too shall pass. Thinking the ring had the power, they snatched the ring, but there was no magic in it. When they questioned the king said, I wanted to have a tranquil life. I wanted to have a calm mind and a stable emotions at all point of time. It was at that time that my wise ministers reminded me that any joy, sorrow, or for that matter, a dissolution of defeat or a exhalation of victory is not permanent. They're all temporary. And to remind me every time, they gave me a gift, this ring, which is not magical, but has a powerful words engraved in it which says, this too shall pass. My dear Toastmasters and guests, whenever you find yourself in the adversity of life, remember this phrase, this too shall pass, because it inspires an effusive sense of hope and resilience to build a bright future. Ralph Medley, founder of Toastmasters Club, knew that our fears and anxiety too shall pass away if we develop our communication and leadership skills. Since the first Toastmaster meeting held in the evening of 22nd October at YMCA basement St. Anna, California, Toastmasters has empowered more than 280,000 members in around 149 countries and have more than 15,800 clubs. And these clubs empower all the members to overcome their fear of public speaking and grow. Here at Mekong Communication Club, which was founded in 1998, we are given opportunity constantly to create a new version of our communication and leadership skills. A team of 4 brings in a value of time, crutchwords, grammar and parliamentary procedure to enable and enhance our speech. I shall call upon the TAPG role takers one at a time and they will introduce their role. We have Toastmaster Akshay as the timer.
Good evening, everyone. I am your timer for the today's meeting. My job is to keep track of each speaker's time. I'll alert each speaker about the time they are left with. So the prepared speakers will have 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5th minute, I will raise the green card. At the 6th minute, I will raise the yellow card. And at the 7th minute, I will raise the red card. And table topic speakers will have 1 to 2 minutes. At the 1st minute, I will raise the green card. And 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And the general evaluator and all other evaluators will have 2 to 3 minutes. At the 2nd minute mark, I will raise the green card. And at 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at the 3rd minute, I will raise the red card. Any speaker taking more than 30 seconds of their prescribed time will not be eligible for the ribbon at the end. Let us all enjoy our time here and be effusive with our energy and enthusiasm. With that, back to you. Thank you.
At the R counter, we have Toastmaster Saketh.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I'm the R counter for today's meeting. As the R counter, I consider myself as the unsung hero of the meeting, wielding my pen like a sword against the armies of and us. My task is to track every verbal stumble with the precision of laser-guided missiles, while speakers prattle on blissfully unaware of their you-knows and likes. I sit like a stoic judge, tallying each filler word with a secret smirk. My ultimate goal is to help everyone sound a bit more polished and a lot less like they're auditioning for a role in a sitcom about awkward conversations. I'll give my report at the end. Back to you.
As a parliamentary procedure evaluator, we have Toastmaster Sakshi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As your PP evaluator, I am here to ensure our meeting runs as smoothly as well-oiled machine. Much like the way challenges eventually passes by, as our theme for today suggests, this too shall pass. So let's keep things flowing effortlessly. To help us achieve this, we have a few ground rules. Please remember to enter and exit only during applause. Avoid diving into topics like sex, religion and politics. Keep crosstalks to a minimum. Keep your phones on silent mode. Let's aim to be effusive in our support for each other's speeches today while also keeping our discussions focused and positive. I'll share my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Let's make this a fantastic meeting. Thank you.
We have Toastmaster Jia as the Grammarian today.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. So, I am excited to serve as Grammarian to the club filled with stalwarts. My role is to help us all enhance our language skills. So, I will be paying special attention to the grammar and the vocabulary. I'll give my report during the general evaluation session. I'll be noting the instances of elegant usages as well as not so good usages. And it is also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day, which is effusive. I repeat, the word of the day is effusive, which means showing or expressing gratitude, pleasure or approval in a heartfelt manner. Its usage is, the VP was effusive in thanking the members who attended the Moments of Truth session. I encourage everyone to try to incorporate this word into your speeches. Thank you. Looking forward for the great session. Bye.
Thank you, TAPG role takers, for the introduction. And now for the benefits of the guest. A typical Toastmaster session has 3 parts in it. The first one is the prepared speech, where the speaker has ample time to prepare their speech on a topic which they choose from their pathway. The second session is the most exciting table topic session, where the members are called randomly and given a topic by the topic master, which they have to respond in 1 to 2 minutes. And the final session is the general evaluation session, where the general evaluator guides us, gives us feedback on how the proceedings of the meetings was done and what could be done better to improve it. So without further ado, let's start with the first session. Before I call upon the first speaker, I would like to call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, to please read out the guidelines of the speech.
Very good evening to all the Toastmasters. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Notes for the evaluator. During the completion of this project, the member responded to a questionnaire to help identify his or her communication style. The member will deliver a well-organized speech about some aspect of communication style. The member may choose to speak about his or her own communication style or the impact of communication style on him or her. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The speech should not be a report on the content of understanding the communication style part. I wish luck to the speaker back.
Our first speaker for today is a full-stack software developer working at Quiz as part of Growth team. He is a voracious reader of classics and non-fiction books At any time he is willing to for a run or a swim. He enjoys strategy games like Hearts and Pokemon. The speech title is Success of Communication. His speech title is Success of Communication. Let us put our hands together and welcome the charming Toastmaster Chetan.
My wife, Divya Rao, has had period pains all her life. When the devil strikes, it leaves her paralyzed, sick in bed, vomiting and crying. And she's experienced these pains for the last 16 years, mercilessly. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. It was in the first month after our marriage, back in 2021, that I got to see the full extent of this ordeal. I saw that it starts with her feeling hot, and then cold, and then the pain overwhelms her, and she starts sweating profusely while shivering at the same time. All of this weakens her, and then I sat there by her bedside, doing nothing. I could do nothing, and I tried the painkillers, I tried everything I could. So after 4 hours of this agony, the pain finally subsided and life resumed again. I knew heart in heart this is not normal. Nobody should have to go through this month on month. So I started doing some research. I read a few articles online and then found a book called The Period Repair Manual. After devouring it, I found that the author recommends that micronutrition is the key to the long-term health. So what this means for women in particular is that they need zinc and magnesium to fix their period troubles. And after 6 months of taking these supplements, my wife now has tolerable period. But this incident taught me something very important, that my biggest strength as a supportive communicator lies in devotion and sincerity and calmness. But all is not rosy for the supportive communicator. My second story is at a petrol bunk on KR Road. Divya and I drove here one day with her on the pillion seat and I was driving. I told the petrol bunk attendant, "Sir, full tank Madi," and he went ahead, filled it for 500 and then stopped, hoping to play the classic trick to rip off the unsuspecting customer. And while Divya was getting urged up because she saw that he didn't reset it, she was ready to argue with him. He was, pumped. But I don't want to deal with scumbags. I don't want to fight with him. I'm happy to just boycott the petrol bunk in the future. So I paid the guy and drove off before she could say a word. And we went back home, and then I had a mouthful. I had to get a verbal beating to figure out, to start doing some introspection and really understand that it's not about the 500 rupees. It's a lot more than that. So I looked into the eyes of the devil and it barked back at me. And now I knew that I had a problem. I had a problem in dealing with conflicts. I would just not face them head on. And my attitude towards this has slowly changed with time, as I have slowly started to embrace uncomfortable situations and start facing them head on. After all, the ultimate failure of communication is the non-attempt of the delivery, right? And for my third story, I'd like to tell you that there was a gym instructor in my society. Charming young man. So I walked up to him and I expressed my goals. He happily listened to me, and I told him that I want to swim, I want to run, I want him to fix my perpetual back pain. He had a thorough look at me, looked at my form, looked at my exercises, and then said, sure, we'll fix your back, strengthen your shoulders, and tighten your knees. I fell for his pitch and parted with my money. And this turned out to be one of the worst decisions of my life, because while I paid for personal training, his impersonal style gave me injuries after just 2 weeks. Solid injuries. But this incident again taught me something very important. The importance of personalizing your communication. The success of communication lies in its reception. And to maximize the odds of success, you want to personalize your communication. So, I would like to conclude this speech by telling you that this particular project took me through a deep dive into introspection through my life to understand my strengths, to awaken my eyes to my weaknesses, and start appreciating the awesome power of personalizing your communication. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chetan. And today we have an interesting session that is Moments of Truth. And this Moment of Truth is conducted by a very interesting person. She is the Vice President membership of our class, of our club. Academically, she has completed her Electronics and Communication Engineer and also MBA in Marketing and HR. Professionally, a marketing associate at AppWeek. In her free time, she loves to read books, listen to music, and one of her favorite snack is mirchi bhaji. She is an accomplished Toastmaster and has been the past Area 2 Director for District 121. Fellow Toastmasters, put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sindhushree.
Thank you so much, Jyothi, for calling me an interesting person. I'm so glad that somebody called me interesting. So to give a little bit, introduction to what Moments of Truth is to all our new members and to all our existing members who have been supporting from past for a long time, since a long time for the club is there. Moments of Truth is basically a feedback session. To give a little bit more thought into this as to explain why we do this and what and etc. Imagine every time you join a new job, or imagine every time you want to take up a new project. Somebody that's already been working on it for a long time. What do? The very first thing that you do is you go and assess what is happening, what exactly is happening, who are the people working on it, and if there is a better way to do certain things, then you obviously implement them. Moments of Truth works in an exact format. For any club to conduct Moments of Truth, it's more like a feedback session for the entire club members. You know the saying where customer is a king? We just have to reverse it, paraphrase it a little bit and say, the members of the club are the kings. Where you get a chance to assess the working of the club in every aspect and provide your feedback to it. So what do I do right now is, I'll divide the entire club into different groups. And in the group, you'll have at least 5 to 6 people. And all you do in the group is I'll give a handout to each one of you. And through this, there are multiple sections, 6 different sections. You will discuss with your group members and assess all the different patterns and then come up with a logic to give some points to it in a 1 to 5 manner. And then at the end of the session, we'll get people, if you have pointed them, given less than 3, then you can come here, one representative from each group can come here and provide their feedback and tell what are the points of improvements. If not, if you have something really good to say about the club and the way the entire XCOM is working for you, or if the entire club is working for you, if you feel very supported, you can definitely give us 5 out of 5. Really happy for that. And this is the entire way the MOT is going to work for today. If you have any doubts, feel free to call me, raise your hands, or shout out my name and tell Sindhu this is the doubt. So I don't think that's necessary because we have a lot of senior members in the club who are part of the group and will help out each and everybody. the guests in the club, if you have any doubts, don't feel shy. You are open to give your feedback. If you've observed something or if you've noticed something, if you have a question, just ping the person who's next to you and ask as many doubts as you can. That's it, and don't be strangers to the club. So let's start the session, and I want to divide the entire audience into a group of 6. So I want everybody to count from 1 to 6, and I'll start on my right hand side.
1,
2,
3,
5,
6.
7,
1,
2, 3,
6,
1, 2,
3, 4,
5,
6,
1,
2, 3,
4,
5,
Oh,
6,
2,
3, 4,
5, 6, 1, 2.
okay, cool. I want all the 6. Oh,
3.
okay, thanks. We missed, but so we want the entire people to find the 1 to find the 1s, 2 to find the 2s, 3 to find the 3s, make a circular chair and sit next to each other. Okay. So I hope everybody had a wonderful discussion and a feedback session and got a chance to express everybody's opinions and feedbacks, and trust me, we all appreciate it and would like to know more about it. So in the entire way, how we are going to proceed after this is, right now I'm going to assign each field to each team. For example, first impressions is team 1, membership orientation is team 2, and one representative from each team will come here, get a minute of 1 minute to express and summarize the entire thing and what is the point they've given and why they have given it. And if you have something below 3, 2 or 1, take a moment to express it further. And finally, after all the 6 fields are completed, in case you have something left and somebody feels this issue has not been addressed, I'll give a chance, they can raise your hands and tell me what was this feedback. Cool? Everybody understood? Okay. So the first impressions goes to the team number 1. Team 1? Okay. Second is membership orientation, goes to team number 2. Third is fellowship, variety and communication, goes to team number 3. Program planning and meeting organization, team number 4. Membership strength, team number 5. Balance 5. Membership orientation. And then achievement recognition, team 6.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to call representative from each team to come here and express. If they're given 5 and above, no need to explain why. Just tell you've given this particular digit and you like this so and so. If you've given anything below 3, 2 or 1, anything below 3, just come here, express why and what you would like to see an improvement. And everybody gets 1 minute. 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds to wrap everything up. Please don't take too much time because all of you want to be part of table topic session. Okay. So first team is first impressions, and I would like to call Toastmaster Shreya. Please give it a good applause.
So we have given almost everything 4s and 5s only. Where we've given 4, one thing, we don't use name tags in our club, so that we've given 4. And then the meeting room arrangement can be a little more cleaner, for that we've given 4. But one main point where we've given very low score, we've given a 2 for guests invited to address the club, because we don't practice that in our club. Basically, what this means is that at the end of the club, they should come here and basically tell us how their experience was, and if they have any feedback or anything. But the only thing we do with guests is tell them to introduce themselves at the beginning of the meeting. So obviously it would be very helpful from an outside perspective to get any feedback on our club from the guests. So that is one thing that we can improve on, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Shreya, for keeping it crisp and short. We like the feedback. And next is membership orientation. For this, I would like to call Toastmaster Gajendra on the stage.
We have given almost 4 and 5 everything. Only one that is discussed accommodation for members with disabilities. That is given NA, because we don't have any disabled people in our club.
That's because we don't have accommodations.
or we don't allow them.
So we have left ground floor to explore themselves. They can jump. So accommodation is the
That's not the only disability.
Considering lift is the only people who can't speak.
Okay, so for assignment of mentor, we've given 4 because a few people do get their mentor assigned after a while of them joining the club. Then education programs and integration system discussed, we've given 4 because we need more education programs. Then learning needs assessed is 4 because I think that some people, I don't know what exactly we discussed, but we've given it 4. Yeah, regarding mentorship.
Take care of it. We are not privy to that.
Is your team's name called Diplomacy?
That's called, it's unnamed.
There could be orientation for the mentors.
Yeah. And members involved in all aspects of club, we've given 4. All aspects of club activities we've given 4. Because some members I've seen, they've not yet taken any of the TAPG roles as well. So, I don't know whose duty is this, but no. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gajendra. And the third team gets fellowship, variety and communication. For this, I would like to call Toastmaster Gaurav.
So, coming to fellowship, variety and communication, they are given majority 4 and 5, but we are given enjoyable education meetings planned 4 because we do plan educational sessions, but if I see it's keep on same topic, keep on repeating, it's all about pathways or writing a speech, or it keeps on repeating, so something innovative can be done, and the time period is too long, maybe once a month or once in 2 months that can be planned. So it's up to the expo once again. And regularly scheduled social events we have given 3 because we don't do it that often. And if we do it, we do it at the end of the term, just to accommodate that time. So if you guys can work upon that, then that would be good. Apart from that, we have given others 4.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. So the next team, team number 4, gets program planning and meeting organization. Team number 4, I get. Thank you. So I would like to call Toastmaster Rachna on the stage.
Okay, I think I know everything else is a 5 except 1, and I feel like it's common amongst all groups. Meetings beginning and ending on time. So I know that sometimes these meetings begin late because members come late because they have jobs, colleges, classes, traffic, etc. One suggestion that we came up with was just starting the meeting at 6:30, acknowledging that yes, it's going to take people this much time, but also so that people who come early don't waste their time. Just one suggestion, democratic process of agreeing for a time change, but just throwing it out there. I think that's about it. Everything else was fine.
We gave 1 minute to start it on time.
Start the meeting on time. Another suggestion is to just start the meeting on time.
Start at, even if whoever the members are present, start the meeting at 6:15. The other members will learn to come in time then.
Yeah.
The members who are late will learn that the meeting doesn't wait for them. I mean, that's a suggestion.
6:30 is a more healthy suggestion.
We just have to be careful it doesn't get pushed by another 15 minutes
Yes.
the next after 6
Yes.
months. Yeah,
It's a combination of 6:30 and start at 6.
Yes.
6:15 or start at 6:15?
Because the later it gets, it's more delayed.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rachna. The next is membership strength. For this is team number 5. I would like to call Toastmaster Vijay and Latha on the stage.
As far as the membership strength is concerned, we have given for the first 2 5 marks. The third one, promotion of club in the community or within its organization. Not effectively done within organization, that needs to be improved. Club programs varied and exciting. not excitingly varied. So we need to improve on that particular area. And regular membership building programs, room for improvement in terms of variety should be introduced. These are all three major things that need to be done. All other things, 5 marks respectively. Thank you and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. And the last field is achievement recognition. And it goes to team number 6. And I would like to call Toastmaster Shiva on the stage, please.
Achievement recognition, one thing is one thing that we do really well here at Macon Communication Club. So most of the categories we've given them a 5, submitting awards on time, member achievements formally recognized with ceremony. We do give those certificates for pathways. Club, district, international leaders recognized. We do recognize them on social media as well. Member achievements publicized again on social media. And DCP is used for planning and recognition. Definitely, yes. We have used that DCP report, those 10 categories to decide who completes which levels by which time. So there's a lot of planning that goes behind that. There's only one thing that we've given a 4, progress charts displayed and maintained. So we do display our member progress on the club website, but I do know that hardly anybody goes there to watch it. It's not that difficult to do, but at the same time, I know that other than the club executive committee and a few senior members, hardly our members keep track of their own achievements. So that is one thing I'd like to ask our members. Our club has a website and our executive committee meticulously maintains it. After you complete each speech, your bio is there, your pathway is there, etc. A lot of things are there. So you can check that place out to see the progress charts that are displayed. With that, back to the PPM.
Thank you so much, the members of the club. To quickly summarize everything that we discussed today and some of the points of improvement for the EXCOM and for all of us is in the first impression, guests need to be given a chance to address the club and give their particular feedback for the members and for the EXCOM for the meeting. So that is the one feedback that we have. Second, of the membership orientation, the first thing that people discuss is to have the learning needs assessed or to have a mentor orientation to follow up with your mentors, and probably one of the EXCOM members or anybody else can take this up, talk about the mentor-mentee relationship, if there's anything that needs to be addressed, that can be addressed too. And then in the fellowship, variety and communication, it is more about having more social events. That is, once in a while we do something outside the club apart from having the regular meetings, and to have more fun and also more educational sessions planned, irrespective of having it in length and in depth about same voice modulation. We could have something fun for a short period of time. So that was shared. And in the fourth field, we had program planning and meeting organization. So feedback is to have meetings begin a little later than 6:15. So in coherence with the Bangalore traffic or in coherence with everybody having a job. So accommodating working professionals as well to help them start on 6:30 and make sure we don't cross it later than that. And in membership strength, please make it silence. And then in membership strength, again, same thing repeating is to have a varied session, more exciting sessions, more fun sessions, not the same monotonous, boring ones. And then to have regular membership building programs. So we have never done this in Macon as per my knowledge in the last couple of years. Maybe in this we have to plan something like a YLP or a speechcraft, probably with the help of the senior members of the club. The EXCOM could plan something. And I hope with this particular feedback, all the members of the club will also support when such initiatives are taken. It's not just a promise from the EXCOM, it's also a promise written by the members of the club to support the EXCOM. So these feedbacks need to be supported, so please remember that. And then promotion of the club could be little improved within the organization. The initiatives taken, the way we are working, everything could be communicated to the club in a different way. And achievement recognition, the one thing that the team mentioned is about the progress charts displayed and maintained. It is maintained, but probably it could be displayed and spoken about to every member of the club. So this is the overall assessment of the feedback that you have shared with me. Apart from this, if you have any other feedback in terms of membership orientation, the way meetings are scheduled, please raise your hands and provide. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. I am running an industry for 45 years. What type of students, employees I am going to get in there? Much of the good students from RV College, Pesset College, MS Ramaya College are being absorbed by the multinational companies. None of them come to the industry MSMEs. That is the biggest problem I am facing. When the students come, they are very poor in communication skills. Is there any, in the August gathering I am putting this question, is there any, if I talk to those people, they are not able to speak, they may be having some financial problem or something because I am coming across, I am telling the people who comes, joins to me, whom I am selected, go to the Toastmasters, get into there, this is one you will learn it. I forcibly push them here, every meeting I ask those people, I request all the members to put their mind, because more so outside the urban, there are so many engineering colleges, outside the urban areas, the communication level is very poor. These people can think of what we can do. One suggestion I think is, make a group of people, go to the college and tell them about Toastmasters. 3-4 people go there, take the permission of the principal, they will welcome you with garlands and address to those people. That may give a good result to the community and a good result to the society and community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shivaprasad. Definitely, this is something we should definitely do as a community which supports communication skills and help people who are not able to. Thank you so much. And next, anybody else? Toastmaster Rachana, please.
One suggestion or request, I guess, is to have more speaking slots. I know that the club has had a huge influx of new members, and I'm one of them. And personally, it's been my experience that getting a speaking slot is really hard. It takes about a month and a half to get a next one. And you sort of lose motivation, you lose interest if you have to wait that long between speaking. So one suggestion is to have more speaking slots. And I know, given our time constraints, that's hard to do. Can we have, speaking marathons where you just have 4 to 5 speaking slots, no table topics, or reduce that? Just a suggestion, throwing it out there.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rachana.
Just
So
in
to add,
addition to that, I just finished what I have a solution for that. So what I've noticed is there are certain few selected members who give multiple speeches within 1.5 months. Maybe if you have like a gap of 3-4 meetings from their first speech to another speech, maybe that would solve the problem. Let's not repeat the speeches or repeat the speakers. I mean, this will give I think a variety, a lot of speakers in the meeting.
thank you, Toastmaster Sai.
In a nutshell, we are seeing the same people on the platform.
Okay, thank you, sir. So to wrap this up, particular raised
Before
feedback.
that, so sorry. I think our speakers could go to a lot of other clubs.
Yes, sir.
And give speeches and get more slots there.
So one thing I would like to suggest as a VPM and previous member of different clubs is you could always, to all the members of the club, if you are willing to give speeches and want to try out your speeches in different audience, please go to different clubs. As a Toastmaster, if this is not conveyed to you, you are open to visit clubs across district, across globe, across continents, wherever you want to go. If you want anywhere, this is usually a job of an area director or a VP to get in contact with these clubs and give you speaking slots. If not, this is not applicable, you can always contact the VP of any club and get a speech slot over there, and the mentors are open to guiding you through this. This is number one. Second, to having speaking marathons and etc. definitely possible. The only constraint is the time overall. If everybody is okay with having a different date, want to do only speaking marathons so that we can accommodate every member of the club, I think it goes that way. If an EXCOM is working to put up something, the members of the club needs to show up to do that. We should not at the end of the day we have 4 speakers, 4 evaluators, and the people are not there. That shouldn't work that way. So if you're requesting for something, you should always make sure you're supporting every member of the club. And to address the other thing where Toastmaster Sai is being raised, every member needs to understand, as you complete the pathways, it is not just necessary to get a certificate, but also to know what is the qualitative improvement you have. Any member, any Toastmaster member, any mentor giver would always suggest, take a gap of 2 to 3 weeks before you write your speech. Research well, read well, prepare well, ask your mentor, have 3-4 drafts prepared. Only if there's a quality improve from your previous speech to next speech, you should move ahead. If not, please reassess. This feedback goes to the mentors of the speakers or people who are going on the stage. A mentor is not just a person who guides them through speeches, but also their entire Toastmaster journey. So please make this into the point.
So this particular feedback goes to not just the speakers, evaluators, individual members, to everybody collectively as a community. Good. So next, anybody wanted to raise another 1 minute? Balaji raise first. Please, Balaji.
Okay, I have one thing. I had a student of mine come in. She was 18 years old, but the condition that she couldn't join was she hadn't started her degree journey. What if a person doesn't want to take up further education? I think we should just stick to the Toastmaster norms that after 18 you can be a part of the club. And not just this, try and avoid any rule that we kind of, if we make something up for our convenience, it's definitely alright. But depriving an opportunity of somebody is definitely, I think, not the most ideal thing for a club such as Mekon to do.
Okay, definitely this feedback needs to be taken. Anybody above 18 is allowed to join a Toastmaster, normal functioning Toastmaster club. Below the 18 gets to join a Gavel Toastmaster club for the students. So this is something we have to keep in mind. This is a note for all the ExCom members and the VP and myself. If such occasion arises, we will not deprive them an opportunity. Next 4, anybody else has any other concerns? Please, Toastmaster.
Okay. As
Please stand up and just address the club.
As a new member of the club, I felt like the Toastmaster journey, like every role, there should be some education session for the new members, because as it is not easy to understand every role, every like MOT. I was not aware that this is MOT, and I was not taught the perks, like we can go to other Toastmasters, how to go there, how to book, how to contact. So all these things, just small, we have lots of perks of being a Toastmaster, but it needs to be like I think there's some education session or something should be happen from time to time, so that we get to know what are the perks of being a Toastmaster. So this was my one kind suggestion.
I second that.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster.
So sorry. Okay.
I have a point regarding this. I think here the mentor of the member can help, wherein he or she, apart from mentoring for the speech, as well as if the member is speaking, taking up a role for the first time, they can also mentor the member for that role itself every time. So that way it becomes easier for the member to take up that role. He or she will be confident in taking up that role. And if someone, like I'm a mentor, and if I'm experienced in visiting other clubs, I can tell my mentee that you can visit these and these clubs which meets at a particular time. So I think mentors can definitely help here.
Yes. Mentors are definitely helpful. Always reach out to them, because if they are in the system for longer time, they can always reach out to more people and find out things for you. If they are not, always reach out to the ExCom of the club. If you're new, definitely we can do one of the sessions of to talk about the perks, new updates and etc. Especially for the
And
new
the
members.
website is extensive.
Yes.
It has all the details. So it's more like a self-learned guide online. So.
And also take a chance to see your websites and your profile once in a while and keep updated. And you can always follow District 121 Instagram page in case you don't know what a Toastmaster, different clubs or different whatever you want to know, the information is there and there's always a portal to it. So any other feedback in terms of meeting, evaluators, yes, sir.
See, this is regarding MC, role of an MC. Okay, MC gives the theme. He would have worked on the theme in day, whereas he is allowed to speak only for 2 minutes. Whereas the allotted time is 10 minutes, all put together, including the introduction of Toastmasters. Why it could not be extended to 4 minutes, so that he can dwell on the subject, whatever that he wants to communicate to the audience. So make it a point, instead of 2 minutes, just another extra 2 minutes can be given, so that he will involve himself. When a person involves, then the involvement happens.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
I completely support that, because I am one of the person who is on your side. But definitely, if anybody else feels that, please feel the need to raise the particular.
Maybe you can make it 2 to 4 minutes.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to extend, they can
Because,
talk.
yeah, it's a Toastmaster norm to give 10 minutes in particular MC session. If you don't get the time allotted to you, what's the point of choosing a theme? You should as well go according to the alphabetical order. And cool, point taken, sir. Point noted. Hopefully, we can make some changes. And the next particular point, anybody else wants to raise any other issues?
You can plan innovative sessions, more interesting and more fun sessions.
Do you have any feedback on fun? Define fun.
There was some idea of reverse reading, and maybe we could change the pattern, how we go. It's very monotonous. We could think out of the box.
Yes, so we need to involve more fun sessions and education sessions as defined. Every, your education session need not be 40 minutes plus 10 minutes of Q&A. It can be 20 minutes plus 5 minutes of Q&A. Fun sessions, it could be debate, it could be panel, it could be reverse, it could be anything for that matter. But again, this needs to be taken into consideration by the president and the VP of the club. So please make a note of it.
You can add outdoor meetings once in a while for this meetings.
Anybody interested, as a club, are we interested in outdoor meetings? Going to different places apart from the same venue.
But at the same time.
Not possible. You all come from different places. So, different day, for example, it is a common convention that MECON meets only on Monday evening 6:30. Apart from this, will all the members join for different set of dates, different set of timings? Because if not, if you're asking for fun session on every Monday at 6:30, you are monotonous too.
So you're saying instead of Monday 6:30, we will meet on some other day and cancel Monday 6:30?
No, we can't cancel Monday session. If you want fun, you should be also educated.
Why can't we cancel
You get a playtime of 10 minutes only if you read for 15 minutes. Why can't we cancel Monday?
We have a session on Saturday. Why can't we do Monday?
What if we do a fun session in particular week on a Saturday and we don't have a speaking slot? So does it mean that nobody gets to speak on that particular week? Yeah. So it is always better
to. Session means something not necessarily of a Toastmasters meeting, but it can be a member engagement activity. Not necessarily that the meeting setup is of a different venue. Just a member engagement activity.
It could be anything. It could be a walk in a park, or it could be a breakfast, or it could be hanging out.
That sounds more like a membership.
Social event.
Social
event.
I thought social event is kind of something which is our activity which is helping the society.
It could be that as well. If you think that is fun, we should always support it too.
Yeah, like organizing any blood donation camp or something, or social activity.
We'll try something. We will try. We will try that time. Okay, calm down, guys. Please, this is a discussion. Don't talk among yourselves. How much more time do we have? We are running short on the table talk.
We already crashed it.
Okay, cool. Any
Meaningful
other feedbacks
conversations
or
are
just
happening,
any
so
other
you can take your time.
Okay.
Meaningful conversations are happening, you can take your time.
Okay, cool. Any other feedbacks in terms of yeah, please.
Harking back to Sakshi's point about the advantages of perks of being a Toastmaster, I didn't know about speaking to new clubs, speaking in new clubs. Can you put that up on the website? And if
It's
is
already on the
there,
website,
can you tell us where?
You see, as a Toastmaster, when you join, it is a common necessity that you go through your profile and see and read all the resources available to you. And this point has been there.
Can you highlight that on WhatsApp or something?
I'll definitely put it.
Just for information, we have 3 websites. One is our club website, one is Toastmasters International website, and District 121 website. All the 3 websites have enough resources for you to contact any other club across the globe and book your slots. Where everything is available in these 3. Go ahead and explore a little, you will understand how it is. Meanwhile, if you have more doubts, you can definitely get in touch with your mentor to understand and how to go about it.
I get that, okay. But this puts the onus on the new member to do all of this research, exploration, and.
No, but you have to.
Yes, you have to.
And you have to, but some people don't know where to search. If you don't know what you're
You should
looking
always
for,
reach out to your mentor.
Let me finish. If you don't know what you're searching for, how do you know where to find it?
See, Toastmasters is a self-learning experience, to be very honest. And any person who becomes a Toastmaster who wants to learn whatever he has to learn, you should just ask for it. When we Harry Potter concept, just ask the person whatever help you want and the help comes along the way. So the one person who is supposed to help you through all of this is your mentor. So he takes the time, and trust me, I have asked similar questions to my mentor. I ask even stupid questions. I'm like, can I be late to the meeting? Can I do this in my this? And he always comes back with very strict answers. But yeah. Anybody else who has any other feedbacks? So, we are only supposed to complain about the prayer or snacks, but please.
Not about the snacks.
Yeah.
But is it? Is it?
We'll take the snacks with us. We'll take the snacks feedback in the end. We'll tell them we'll just take them down.
Okay, is it mandatory for an MC to mention about C smell? Yes. Because
You should ask me your mentor.
yeah, I'm asking mentor.
I'll text you.
You should have told him beforehand, no, mentor.
You didn't ask me, no. So I'll always ask your mentor. If you have any questions, please ask. And then next we had Toastmaster Ravi Kumar sir.
I find the new members having a lot of questions.
Yes, sir.
They need settling time, either at least 3 months or 6 months. Asking them to go for other club to
Not
give a
good point,
speech, I think it is
Not fair enough.
very unfair.
Mm.
Because they have searched this club, they have come here by hearsay or by somebody has advised and advocated to come here. This is a good club at the best club. Now we are asking them to go to some other club and give a speech. At least give them 6 months time to understand what is Toastmasters. And then he or she can explore in another platform and do well.
Yes, sir.
Without any knowledge, we send them to some other place. And if they don't play well in that pitch, it is not good for this club also.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So I think we need to look this particular question of all these new members who have joined. They have valid question that we are not joining during the joining time. We are not told many things about our club, how to go about it, things like that. This situation I am telling you, this is the first time I am seeing this in the last 7-8 years. The reason is there is a quality and quantity of members in this club at last 1 year. Earlier, the speech slot was requested that morning of the meeting. Why don't you speak? Some time back, but not anymore. That was the situation. Now I understand that it is 2 months, 3 months for somebody to get an opportunity to speak. I'm surprised today. So
I understand, sir. So what you're trying
particularly for new members, the executive committee, please design something that they are made very comfortable in our club, where they have come by choice.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So one thing that I would like to say in terms of this is any person, irrespective of anything, if you wish to go outside the club, it is your choice. And it is not a norm by the ExCom committee or the VP who usually allocates a particular speaking slot to push you out of the club and make you give a speech elsewhere. Never. Unless you're not comfortable, you don't have to go. Unless you want to go, then you are supported to go elsewhere. And as a member, as a new member of the club, if you have a lot of questions, number one, you should definitely reach out to your mentor. If not, definitely reach out to your VP education of the club. The members of the club are the responsibility of a VP education according to all the Toastmaster guidelines. So if you have any questions in terms of the quality of the club, in terms of your speech, your pathways, anything for that matter, you should always reach out to the VP of the club. If you're getting 2 to 3 months waiting period to give a speech, you should not function that way. You should definitely have a better structure for the meetings. If this is not done earlier, probably this is the time to come up with something innovative for all of us. Is it right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Speaking matter.
No, but we can't solve the other clubs. Let it first bring them to the notice of VP education.
Yes, sir.
Without his permission, it should not be allowed.
It should not be allowed, yes, sir.
No, it's not a solvable problem because
Yes.
time is limited.
Yes.
And as far as pathways orientation is concerned, Sai Sneha had to develop some guiding. I think probably it can be put again in circulation in WhatsApp. Because after we conducted 3-4 orientation programs, many members are there who are not aware. And mentors, to tell you frankly, some of the mentors themselves may need orientation.
Yes.
That's a different thing. But probably you are reposting that particular message will be helpful. So all the newcomers, please go through that guidance and go through your website and go in detail. Everything is available. It is explained so beautifully and really nice. And only one more suggestion I can give is, which is not covered in MOT, is we need to improve our quality of our speeches. That is first, though it's a responsibility of the mentor. The mentor should take care, even the speaker and the mentor, both should ensure that both the part of the pathways. Every speech project has got 2 parts, the project and the speech. The project part is as important as the speech. In the speech, it should come out that you have understood what is learnt in the first. So that is the responsibility of the mentor to see that the speech covers that aspect. and you should really know that yes, the speaker has covered and gone through that project. That's one thing that can bring up our quality of speeches. That's what I feel.
I remember before I was part of Mecon, I was part of another college club. And when I requested for a speech slot in Mecon, the VP of the Mecon, who was Ankita back then, asked me to send a screenshot of my mentor if my speech was mentored or not. So that was the level of quality check that was happening. And then I had to tell my mentor, send a text telling me that this speech has been mentored and you have seen me narrate it completely. This particular thing was shared, and then only then I was allowed to go on the stage. So the quality of the speeches is a promise to yourself. If you're okay to compromise it and deliver a speech, end of the day nobody is gaining anything, you're the person who is losing it. Number one. Second, the quality of Mecon meetings have been upheld since so many years, and the testament to it is our senior members of the club and a person who's admired it from far a long time ago. So this is a promise that you have to make for yourself, and the mentors, whoever your mentors are, irrespective of you having 7 mentors, please never tell the speech is approved, go ahead. Spend time, read the project, and please read everything. And if the people who are the mentees don't have time and didn't get it approved, wait. You can wait 1 more week. It is not a hurry, it is not a running race, and nobody is Usain Bolt. Next, so anybody else? You want to?
So I didn't want to watch
Please stand up.
I didn't want to watch Sindhu told. When she was in the other club, we had a policy of VP education going and asking mentors whether the speech was approved and whether is it good to go for the delivery. Then only they used that used to get publicized in the agenda, and probably if you have observed in the agenda, that's when we started including mentors' name. So back in time when me and Sai were in Excom, that's when we started this initiative, and that actually brought out a very good significance. So that's one thing we could bring back, so that we ensure the quality of, as said by everyone sir, sorry, MS AK producer. As everyone sir told, the speeches quality would come back here, and that's something with the Excom can look into.
Okay, point taken. I don't have anything else to add. Thanks for the support.
Alright, so just continuing his point, what I've noticed is when a member is giving a speech, I particularly asked one member, does your mentor know about you giving the speech? And his answer was no. So it's come to a point where the mentor doesn't even know they're giving speeches in the club. And second thing is, not a lot of you might be aware, but back then there was something called traditional path of Toastmasters, wherein if you haven't met any of the criteria or even one of the criteria, you're asked to repeat the speech. But here in Pathways, it's somewhat become a little lenient towards the speaker.
No, but to stop you and interrupt you, sorry to interrupt you, irrespective of you following a pathway, you can still make a person repeat this. It's just a norm of the club too.
I was coming to that. So here what we do is, we generally ignore the fact if some criteria is not met, we just give a critical feedback and let go of it. Maybe if you can emphasize on the fact that they could repeat to make it a better speech next time, repeat it to make it a better speech, I think that would improve the quality of the speeches and the meetings overall.
Okay, thank you Toastmaster Sai. Thank you Toastmaster Sai Snehal, nothing to add, thanks for the support on the same point. I think we've covered everything. Is there anything else in terms of support, or if you want to talk something about the snacks or the promotion of the club? We're still open. Anybody?
Feedback for
that my
snacks
point
is
remains.
feeding us right.
For the Meeta chutney and the Kara chutney.
Yeah, mine was
Okay, no feedback on snacks, please.
It's repetitive. We thought it is a tradition here.
I think feedback to treasurer also. I think the club members can afford a little more on their membership. 6 months per meeting, 10 rupees extra.
Trying to increase the fees then.
On any occasion, birthday or marriage anniversary,
We
they
need
can
a cake.
sponsor it.
Yes.
Self-sponsored cake. Yeah.
Okay, so we have covered everything about the VP, and then the points are taken by our PAMI, and then for VPM, any other feedbacks, anybody wants to give me a feedback? I don't reply to texts and calls, but I'll be more prompt. But please, anybody else? Yes, sir.
At the cost of repetition. Overall, when I was going through the form along with Bhargavi, we rank very high. This club ranks very high on certain parameters. in some areas the club deserves 5, but there is a rule that there is always scope for improvement. We have to give only 4, like that. Why? What I meant is, on many counts, Mekon Communication Club is too good.
Too good, yes.
Too good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, Latha.
I've been to a lot of meetings in other clubs, but the way we are organized in how do we conduct a meeting, that's very commendable. But at the same time, we can see that how can we get creativity, a little innovation into the organized manner, what the meetings are, so that it doesn't get a little boring. Because I've heard people telling it's very monotonous, it's getting boring.
Yeah.
Let's be organized, what we are, but at the same time, let's get a little innovation and creativity to it. So that can be only done with the help of all the members coming in together, and let's plan it up together so the meetings are more fun and we can be remembered for a more longer time. Not that the Monday what we are setting for.
Thank you, Master Latha. Definitely we can improve this. I hope everybody got a chance to speak since we don't have, might probably not have table topic. If anybody wants to give a compliment or two, the ExCom really loves it. Jyothi ma'am, you should give us a compliment.
I have found Mekon Communication Club very fulfilling. For that matter, even like in 2018-19 when I joined, I had plenty of, what I have understood is we have plenty of opportunities, but the members should take the initiative. Here what I understand, some of us are expecting our mentors to guide, but if I do not ask my mentor and the mentor tells me to go ahead, then I might think he's pressurizing me because I need more time to get to my comfort zone. So it's a very thin line from the mentor and the mentee. So the more the member approaches their mentor, or for that matter, any senior members, we are sure anyone will guide, because that is how I have got plenty of opportunities to visit other clubs and be a TAPG role. I think that was where I built my confidence of being a grammarian. Every club, every inter club and any outsider club that I went. So I think we have lots of scope, but the point is that members should go ahead, and MCC club is very, very cooperative and very supportive of the members. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters.
One point I would like to add here.
What I felt today, I wanted to tell, otherwise I will be failing in my this thing. Today's speech from Shivu was excellent. Excellent, really wonderful speech.
Yes, sir. Toastmasters.
Yeah, with respect to mentors feeling that they are being pressurized by mentor, or it's the other way, I would just like to say one thing, that all of us are paying $60 for 6 months membership fee. Apart from that, we are also paying some additional miscellaneous fee towards the club expenses. So if we are thinking like to have a best return on investment, I think it's based on us to make the maximum benefit of Toastmasters. Which means if we feel like mentors are pushing us, then let us go for it.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. You should always, the self-learning experience is only applicable and it only gives you return on investment only if you take the initiatives, as sir iterated. And then we don't have Prashant sir is very silent throughout the MOT. We want to give you as a compliment, sir. Please. Because you have picked on a lot of things, so let's give everybody a compliment.
So, more than a compliment, I have a request actually.
Yes, sir.
So I'm very keen to kind of learn on storytelling. It's one of the key thing in public speaking or even corporate presentations. So it would be great if a session is conducted on storytelling.
Thank you, sir. Appreciated. I think the VP has noted it down. Thank you, sir. So Lalana ma'am, you have been silent. Everybody got a chance. We want you.
No, I also spoke.
You should give us a compliment. We like compliments.
Yeah, we love compliments from everyone. Yeah, of course, I've been a member for quite a long time, but then very regular. So overall, I think Mekon is a good club to be in, and I enjoy whenever I attend the meeting. But for the few things which they mentioned, it is one of the best clubs.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I think we have come to an end. Any new members who have any new questions? I'll think about it. Any new members? Sakshi, Jia, Shreya, Bhavna. You're the new members. Akshay. Saketh is covered. I have it. Anybody else who were the new members of the club who wants to give anything, just feel free to reach out. Don't feel shy in your chairs. And just reach out to the VP, President, or anyone of us. We're happy to help. And with that, I think we can finally conclude MOT. And I hope nobody has any more feedbacks. And if in case you do, please reach out to the President. And I'm sure he should be happy to take all the feedbacks. And please remember, when you're giving a feedback, it is also that you need to take an initiative towards it. It's not just the EXCOM and everybody who's part of the EXCOM and working towards it, organize something and you think, okay, maybe not this, maybe next. That doesn't work that way. When you become a Toastmaster of any particular club, it is a promise you write for the club and for yourself. If there is an outing, if there is an initiative, please take part in it. If you want more membership building programs, please take part in it and please volunteer. If you want the quality of the meetings to improve, make sure you don't repeat your speeches and make sure you don't give back-to-back speeches. If you've taken our counter more than 5 times, don't take it. Please improve the quality. You can only improve the quality only if you make a promise to yourself and to the club. All your feedbacks are noted and I hope all of us can act upon it, and please make sure you also act upon it. And with that, I would like to welcome back our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jyothi. And please give the sheets back to me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhushree. As we have run out of time, we will not be having the table topic session today, and we will break for a network break for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Let's make it 7 minutes. Good evening once again and welcome back to the third session.
Good evening. Good evening.
By the way, I wanted to mention you all, those of you who are interested, you get rings, bracelets and lockets with the phrase engraved, "This too shall pass," on online stores. I have my ring engraved with it. Really? So, now the final session, the most important session, is where we learn to speak with presence of mind and the importance and value of giving and receiving feedback. Today's general evaluator is a special person. He is a District 121 CGD. He has completed his mechanical engineer from UBCE and MTech from MAHE. Currently working as a reliability practitioner at L&T. He is a member since 2012, committed to the fraternity of Toastmasters. Has accomplished various leadership roles and has the title and holds the title of DTM. Please put your hands together and welcome DTM Subramanyam as General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi, for that introduction. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening. Good evening.
I will quickly start my speech, general evaluation. So, today's general evaluation starts directly with speech evaluation of the first speaker. To evaluate Toastmaster Chetan, can I invite Toastmaster Gaurav?
Very good evening once again to all Toastmasters and to all the guests present here, and my special welcome to my target speaker, Toastmaster Chetan. So we attempted level 2 project 1 and this speech titled Success of Communication. The project purpose says that you have to discuss about the communication style and what style he himself pursues. So you excel at explaining the communication style that you excelled at by narrating 3 different stories, which your style was supporting communication style. And you had a very good modulation whenever you narrated those stories. For example, at the start, you started off with a sad story, and when you were trying to explain that situation, your voice came down, which shows that that emotion was connected towards the audience, and you had that audience attention at the beginning. And when you started to give some kind of a witty humor in between, where you said once you went back home, you had to hear it from your wife. So that there your voice again rose up, and everyone could relate to that situation, and they had a laugh. So your voice modulation was good, and you had a very good eye contact. So I could see you had that 360 view. You covered everyone who were present in the room. But when it comes to areas of improvement and where to challenge yourself, first thing, it's not compulsory, but I would recommend that you describe the other 3 styles of communication that are there, and maybe give a brief introduction of what are the other styles of communication, so that people know what are the different kinds of communication styles. And I've been observing that the entire speech you are holding towards the lectern, which shows that, I mean, you may not be nervous while talking, but holding the lectern gives a point of view that you are a little nervous and you're not comfortable opening up towards your audience. So if from next speech, maybe you can just get rid of the lectern, maybe keep it aside, and just be more comfortable. Apart from that, it was a very good speech. Maybe if you can ensure that you use the stage a little more, maybe move around a little bit, because you're just standing in one place and just going towards that. Apart from that, a very good speech. To summarize, you had a very good opening, a body and a conclusion. You had great content, and it was a very great speech with voice modulation and eye contact. Maybe just get rid of the lectern and just use stage better. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. Toastmaster Gaurav gave a very helpful and insightful speech variation for Toastmaster Akshay and Chetan. And whatever inputs shared by Gaurav with respect to improving your speech, I agree with all of that. With that, I would like to request all the audience members to have a round of applause for both the speaker and speech evaluator. With that, let us move on to TAPG role taker reports. Let me invite Toastmaster Saketh to share the accountant report.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. As your R counter, I have meticulously logged every and repeated words like a caffeinated librarian. So, here's my report. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Shreya, flawless. President, Toastmaster Shiva, flawless. Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Jyothi, flawless. Timer, Toastmaster Akshay, flawless. Our counter, Toastmaster Saketh, myself, flawless, of course. Grammarian, Toastmaster Jia, 1 hour. PP Evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshi, flawless. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Chetan, flawless. Evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, at 2 hours and 1 repeated word and. MOT conducted by Toastmaster Sindhu had 2 hours. And lastly, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Subramanyam had 2 hours. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saketh, for a flawless and insightful accountant report. I hope all the speakers have noted down your own inputs and feedback given by Toastmasters Saketh. Next, let us move on to PPG Evaluator, Toastmasters Sakshi.
Overall, the meeting was very productive and smooth. Although, as per the parliamentary report, there were two interruptions. One was the phone ring which interrupted, and there were lot of crosstalks which are expected in the MOT session. The attention to phone etiquettes and the management of crosstalks will contribute to a smoother and more effective parliamentary process. By addressing these areas, future meetings can achieve a higher standard of professionalism and focus, although many things which I would like to admire, like before addressing, it was in the form of although our counter report is made, it's already done. So before addressing, it was asked to raise the hands, and then they were in the MOT session, and many such things were in the form of professionalism. But there were, to minimize the crosstalks, we could have taken few more steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sakshi, for detailed PPG report. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Akshay to share the time.
So the timer report for today's meeting is like this. The business session took 30 seconds. The meeting was commenced at 6 minutes 26. 6 o'clock 26 p.m. and the welcome by Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Shreya took 2 minutes 47 seconds, where the allotted time was 2 minutes. The presidential address took 6 minutes 48 seconds, where the allotted time was 5 minutes. The introduction of the Toastmaster of the evening took 50 seconds, where the allotted time was 1 minute. Report on previous meetings took 4 minutes 20 seconds for 2 meetings, so it will be allotted time will be 4 minutes. Masters of Ceremony Toastmaster Jyothi took 14 minutes 22 seconds, where the allotted time was 20 minutes. The first speaker, Toastmaster Chetan, attempting his level 2 project 1, took 5 minutes 42 seconds, where the allotted time was 5 minutes to 7 minutes. His evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, took 2 minutes 38 seconds, where the allotted time was 3 minutes. There were no table topic session today. The MOT took around 1 hour 13 minutes and 19 seconds. It will be helpful. Then, the break time was allotted 7 minutes but took 9 minutes. The general evaluator has spoken around 1 minute 50 seconds till now. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, for detailed and insightful report of the time taken by all the role takers. I think it's very much important that what is the time given to each role taker, and again versus the time taken by each role taker. That keeps us on track and helps us to be short and to the point when we speak. Thank you very much. So with this, can we have a big round of applause for all the TAPG role takers? Can I invite Toastmaster Jia to present the Grammarian?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I am effusive in my enthusiasm to read today's report as a grammarian. So I'll start with not so good usages because there are only 2 not so good usages. Became slowly famous, should have been slowly became famous. Was spoken should be spoke. That's it. So a good round because and good. I'll start with good usages. Elevating introduction, trample life, dissolution of defeat, unsung hero, secret smoke, as smoothly as well-oiled machine, ample, profusely, rip off, looked into the eyes of devil, perpetual back pain, success of communication lies in its reception, elegant, engraved, meticulously, and caffeinated library. And the word of the day was used by Toastmasters Jyothi, speaker one Chetan B. No, he didn't. Timer Akshay, Toastmasters Sakshi. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jia, for a detailed and crisp Grammarian report. I have only one feedback for you. All of us would like to hear our own names if we have done something good. So let us be effusive to take the names of people or take the names of members who used good English.
Yeah, I want to add something. I want to appreciate Toastmaster Saketh because he was the one who used most of the good usages. In my report.
So with that, let me start. No, before that, I hope now we can have a big final round of applause for all the TAPG volunteers. With that, let me start my evaluation for the entire meeting. As per the agenda, we had the meeting starting time exactly at 6:15, and I think I am also one to blame that I reached the this venue around 6:25 due to traffic jam. So I am also guilty. So I hope that every time there is an effort which we can do, there are unknown circumstances which are not in our control, but still let us make all the efforts from our side that we'll reach here on time, especially the role takers and all the speakers. There is always scope for to be better whenever we can do that role next time. So let us take the accountability on ourselves and reach the place on time, so that whatever feedback we heard about meetings not starting on time, let us keep the responsibility on ourselves. With respect to the SAA today, Toastmaster Shreya, she did the role of the SAA introducing the president, who is also her mentor. I think she kept the entire speech very crisp and very much engaging, and I liked the way you introduced the president, who is also your mentor. It's not every day that the SAA gets to introduce the speaker who is also her mentor. My one point of feedback, or maybe I would say observation, what I would like to give you is that if as a SAA you have the opportunity to start the meeting every week for 26 weeks, and you are the one who gets that opportunity apart from the president to speak in every meeting. So take that opportunity to make it challenging for yourself, introduce this president in a different way every time. With that, can I have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Shreya? Next is our president, a very eloquent speaker himself, Toastmaster Shivaprasad. The way he took the theme and also he used the context to tell the story about a person whom we all know as a famous music director, A.R. Rahman. That was a very good story, and I think it's a very good important lesson on how storytelling can be used to make the entire speech more inspirational as well as engaging to all the audience members. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Shivaprasad, and having known you personally for last 3 years, I always would pay to hear you whenever you speak. So kudos to you, and as a president, you also did everything as per the book, getting the guests to introduce themselves and giving an inspirational opening speech as a president, and also introducing the next speaker. You did everything very well. Only thing is about the time taken by the president. So I think that's something we need to keep a constant track on the time taken by ourselves. With that, can we have a big round of applause for the president? I hope all of us went through the agenda which was shared in email by the VP Education.
Yes.
So as per the agenda, we had time allotted to specific sections of the meeting. Specifically, if we had one prepared speech for 5 to 7 minutes, then had table topic session for 15 to 20 minutes, and moments of truth for around 30 minutes. So due to one section of that meeting, especially the moments of truth, which happens maybe once in an entire term or maximum twice. So it was a special session, and one reason maybe we can discount that it was happening, and we are evaluating ourselves as a club, how we are doing, and what are the some things, especially this is the only time wherein all members get to give their own feedback or inputs to the club, so that we can go all together and be a better club. On a lighter note, I would also like to say that though we did not have a separate table topic session per se, but I think the person who facilitated the entire Moments of Truth session took it upon herself to make it an impromptu table topic session. For that, I would like to commend Toastmasters Sindhushree. I don't have any feedback or inputs to be given to the facilitator of the Moments of Truth, but only thing I would like to give feedback to the entire club members as well as the club ExCom is that I hope all the feedback points which we discussed during the meeting is taken as a feedback to the ExCom as well as, and hope that we will go from place to places by taking this feedback on how meetings are conducted and how members are given a very good experience as a club member. With that, can we have a big round of applause for the club ExCom as well as the facilitator of the tabletop Moments of Truth section? It's one time wherein we did not have the table topic session, but nobody did not, nobody had any reason to feel aggrieved or anything, because everyone was engaged and everyone participated with the fullest extent in the Moments of Truth session. So with that, I hope I have given my feedback as a general evaluator to all the speakers and role takers in this meeting. Of course, you are open to give your feedback offline to me as for my performance as a general evaluator. So with that, I thank you for this opportunity, and with that, I would also like and request you all to give your feedback, and please vote for the best role takers and speakers in the vote ballot which has been shared in the WhatsApp group. And thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmasters.
So the today's meeting too has passed. Every moment and situation, however good or challenging, too shall pass. Just the way today's meeting has gone by which we have learned so much for tomorrow that is to come. And with this, I hand back the charge to our President Toastmaster Shivaprasad.
Toastmaster Jyothi. And I know it's already late, but first thing I have to do is, in a very effusive manner, I have to thank all our members. We've had 2 meetings in 2 days. It's never happened. I've never seen this thing happen before. And a lot of you came to the joint meeting as well. And your ex-com asked you to come today, and you have come today as well. So a big thank you to all the members who have come today to this meeting. Second thing is we have a very special member. You could say he's been in Toastmasters since 2012 as the MC introduced him. And once he did complete his Distinguished Toastmaster certification through the traditional manual, and now once again, as showcasing his spirit, he has completed Distinguished Toastmaster certification through Pathways as well. And Toastmasters International has recognized him with a wonderful plaque. And I'd like to officially, on behalf of Mekon Communication Club, recognize our esteemed member, Distinguished Toastmaster Subramanyam. He didn't want it. Congratulations. Congratulations, Distinguished Toastmaster Subramanyam, and we're looking forward to your next DTM as well. So with that, let us get into the winners for today's meeting. I'll get the easy ones out of the way first. Best evaluator for today. Toastmaster Gaurav. Best speaker for today, not just because he was the only speaker, his speech was also equally good, goes to Toastmaster Chetan. I don't have a best table topic speaker, but we do have Best Role Taker MTG. These 2 shall pass and the award shall go to Toastmaster Jyothi. Best Role Taker TAPG. Wonderful introductions that all 4 of our TAPG roles had today. I have to really commend them for that. And one of them in particular wrote a wonderful script. I'm sure he wrote it himself. And called himself Caffeinated Librarian, am I right? Then it goes to Toastmasters Saketh. Congratulations to all the winners. And before I close the meeting, please continue networking downstairs once we're done with the national anthem and the group picture. With that, I close meeting number 1277. Please.